Hello everyone. Now I will be doing multiple linear regression on this data set. So we can see that there are many explanatory variables. Specifically, there are 6 explanatory or independent variables from x1 to x6, and there is one y dependent variable. So based on the data set, we can easily say that this is a multiple linear regression. So there are some questions given. We will solve it one by one. So let's get started. Firstly, I will go to the file, then I will go to options, then I will choose add-ins, then go to Excel add-ins. If manage Excel add-ins should be there, like if there is other functions given, just click Excel add-ins, then give OK. Then then click all the ticks, if not ticked before, then give OK. This is just to set up the regression data. So from the data, click the data, then click the data analysis, then click regression. Just search it with R, you will find it, then give OK. Now since I have previously done maths, so some previous ranges or maybe they have selected some ranges are given, but for more convenience or to avoid error mistakes, we will do it ourselves. So input range will be this one. Since the data set is too long, we have to scroll. If we want to drag it, we have to scroll again long. So we can use a shortcut. Just click the header, then click shift control and down arrow. It will directly select all the data range within a millisecond. Then click for the X, we will select, we can go for this to this, then again shift control and enter. See, it's done. Then click the labels, then click the output range. We want the output range to be here. It's on you where you want, but make sure that it does not overlap. So for safety, I give it here. Then click the residuals, then give OK. See, we have first part is done. We have done this. Now we will solve the questions one by one. Then we'll go to insert text box. Then we will prepare a text box just like the question box. We will solve the answer one by one here. The first question is estimated regression. We have to find out that can predict per unit area price based on transaction date, house age, distance from MRT, number of conveniences to longitude and latitude. That means all the x and y together we have to make one equation. The basic equation for multiple linear is y equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus plus x beta and xn plus error term. That is how many x's are there, we have to take up to that. Since we have up to 6 beta, so we will write it. So if we can go for like this, the generic equation will be beta 0 plus beta 1. I am instead of beta, I am representing it through b. Beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus, for our case it is up to beta 6 x6, that's it, plus error term. This is the generic formula for this. Now we will solve it through the equation. Y is represented through this one, house price, that is this one. We can copy this and paste it here so that we don't need to write, just erase the y because only want the names. This equal to beta naught. Beta naught is the intercept value. See, the intercept coefficient is already given here. It is this one. So click the cell. From the formula bar, we can copy it. It will save time and it will help us to avoid any mistakes. So Control C and Control V. This is the beta naught value. Then we will give plus. So you have to see what is the equation. So yes, it is in plus. That is the beta 1 is in plus. So give plus, and this is the value. That is the coefficient of x1. Control C from the formula bar. Then Control V. Okay. Then x1. So for better convenience, I will put it into a bracket so that while doing the last part, because always in the last part you will be given the values of the x's. So you can easily copy the formula and put the values by erasing the variable. So it is very much convenient. So into x1. X1 is basically the transaction date. First part. Then plus, before giving plus, I will see what is the coefficient of beta x2, that is beta 2, it is at minus, so just copy it from the formula, control C, then go to the equation. Here it is just press this one and give it in bracket. Okay, so into x2 is house H. You can either give here plus, just like the generic formula, and give here minus 2. Both the things are correct. It's completely on yourself. So you can either do it like that or just give plus minus directly to it like that. So I can do it in this way. So then third one is x3 coefficient, control C from the formula bar. Repeatedly I'm doing the mistake, but just make sure, just go to the formula bar. It will definitely save your time, and at the same time avoid any mistake. So multiply by x3. x3 is distance to the nearest MRT station, then plus, then we have x4. x4 is the beta, x4 coefficient is this one, control C. Just calm down and do this math. It's all about patience. Control V, then into, so MRTs, then we have number of conveniences stores. Okay, this one, then plus, we last then x5. x5 is the x5 coefficient. This one is the x5 coefficient. So just copy this, control C, give here control V, and multiply it by latitude, then plus x6, that coefficient, there is that beta 6, this one from the formula bar, control C, control V, into longitude. So this is the main equation. We can see is given. I can color it for you to understand better, or highlight it. Okay, so this is the main equation. Then we comes to the second part of the question. Okay, second part of the question. Based on the p-value, do the IVs have significance on changing the value of dependent variable? Independent variables have significance on changing value of dependent. So when it comes to significance, we have to see the p-value of the excess or the independent variables and compare it with 0.05 or 5%. So we can see the p-value is given here from x1 to x6. So we can just expand it to see the entire value. So e to the power minus 11 means it is very small, like 0.11 zeros, then 106 something. So it is very small. So from here we can actually see, like this one is very small, then 0.05. This one is also very small. This one is also very small. This one is also very small because e to the power minus 9. This one is also very small. This and last one is 0.79. So only we can say that. From that we can say that other than that, every variable x6 is only not significant because rest of the variables are much lower than 0.05. So how can we write that? Just directly write it without wasting any time. Since from x1 to x5, all the p-values of them are much lower than 0.05 or 5%. So they all are significant, but the p-value of x6 is higher than or greater than 0.05, so it is not insignificant or insignificant, whatever you write. See, we can see this from how we have find out this from this p-value. The x1, x2, these are very small. E to the power minus 7 is very small, like 0.70, so very small. But only the x6 have significance. We can easily say that from here. Then we will solve the question number 3. I have to expand the box. Okay, question number 3 is, what percentage of the equation explains the relationship between y and x? Relationship between y and x's from x1 to x6, is it strong? So whenever it comes to explain, we will see the adjusted r square. Here, adjusted r square is, we will find it in the statistic part of the summary output, regression statistics part. See, it is 57, this one, right? Control C from the formula bar. Then we will write this one, Control V. So this is adjusted r square is 0.57623. So we can say 57, just multiply this number with 100. So we can say 57.62%, 0.62% of the equation explains the. So we can say 56.62%, that's we have multiplied it, of the equation explains the regression, explains the relationship between x's and y. Okay. So since it is 57, so the rule is that if it is below 50%, we can say weakly explained or strong association. If it is from 50 to 70, moderate, and if it is above 70, we can say strong. Since it is from the 57% is in the range between 50 to 70%, so we can say it is moderately strong. So it is moderately strong. Like, what is moderately strong? Moderately strong means the explanation, like the correlation between the from x1 to x6 is, we can say they are moderately strong or moderately can explain y. So up to this we have solved the question. And now the last one, 4, since it is the values are given, we cannot do it in a text box, we have to do it in a cell. So 4 number we will give this one, 4 we can do here. 4 number is all the values from x1 to x6 is given. Just we need to find out the price area, which is the y. So we can copy this formula from here, minus is there, make sure that copy this formula and give equal and just paste this formula from here or from here. From here we can easily we can easily replace this. The transaction date, see, we will see from the question and just we will copy that. So the house was bought on 2022. So the transaction date, see, the transaction date is in this form. So it is what, 2022.911. Then the house age is 12. It is given in the question. Then meters, how much distance from MRT is 90.84. Then the having 4 conveniences, number of conveniences is 4. Sorry, I have mistakenly, yes, distance from the MRT station was 12, right? So just instead of writing this, we'll give 12, and number of conveniences 4. So we will delete this part and give 4. And the latitude is given. Latitude is 121, latitude and longitude. So and having latitude of 12147, 121.47 is the, it is the longitude actually. The longitude is 24.87 and the latitude is, and the longitude is 121.47. So just press enter. This is the answer. So here I have skipped a part from the question. Like here another part will be like missing information was the latitude will be, correction of the question. Latitude will be 24.87 and longitude is 121.47. So it is on you, right? It is the longitude can also be latitude can also be 121.47. This is how it is. But since I have picked the question from the book, so I want it as it is. So this is how we can actually do this math. I hope you like this video and you will be benefited from this. Please pardon me for any mistakes. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.